Hi guys, welcome to the Culture Channel. We're back again with Zach. Today we're going to be talking about NBA trades that have been going on this offseason.
All right.
And how this affects the NBA landscape.
Yeah. All right. So what do you think about Kyrie Irving wanting to leave?
I'm surprised, honestly. I did not expect this. I thought LeBron and Kyrie had a pretty good relationship, but apparently not. And now it's coming out like LeBron has had everything to do with it, and he's kind of driving Kyrie out. So that's the really weird thing about it. Like honestly, I see them as like one of the best duos ever. Like I don't. And I mean, they've only been together for like 3 years, so but I mean, what they've accomplished. I mean, I remember like Game 6 a couple of years ago. They both scored like 40 points together.
Yeah.
It's just the impact of like a two-headed monster like that, and like even like Draymond Green. I remember like just going on Instagram, like trolling Damian Lillard or some guy. He was like, "You think it's easy like beating like Kyrie and LeBron?" I mean, man, it's insane. Like if the Warriors didn't have the team that they had and were dominant as they were, like two guys like Kyrie and LeBron. I mean, the Cavs had four. I mean, the Warriors have four guys like that. So it's
exactly. And what's recently been coming out is like even Chauncey Billups is like, bro, wait, why are you leaving? Like you're losing like a chance to go to the NBA Finals.
I think he wants to be a focal point of the team.
Apparently, he wants to be like Kobe and run his own team, but he's not 6'7" and like 250 pounds.
Like
the thing is, a 6'2" guard can't take you to the finals by yourself unless you're like freaking Allen Iverson.
That and there's no way if he goes to the West, because right now most of his teams he's looking to are the West.
Yeah, unless he
except
goes
for
to the
like
Knicks.
Knicks or like Heat.
I don't know why you'd go to the Knicks.
If he goes to the West, there's
if
no
you think
way.
about it, I mean, Curry's done it. Look what he did in 2015. I mean, he didn't have KD back then. He had
now though.
But
now with the Warriors.
Yeah.
Like
he still had that team around him.
His supporting cast is there. It's like the
Iverson
Golden State. Yeah, the Golden State's like player development was so good. They brought these 3 stars by themselves out of nowhere, and then
now
no one expected Draymond Green.
Yeah, no one
exactly.
I mean, people expected him, possibly be a good role player, maybe a starter.
He was a second-round pick, right?
Yeah, this guy's like one of the most versatile players in the league. Yeah, he's easily a top 5 power forward. Just what he does all around.
Not only that, I doubt if you're in the West, there's no way any team with just Kyrie and like role players is gonna make it past the Warriors.
Yeah, no one in the West is too. It's just too
unless
stars.
Unless he goes to the Spurs. Then they might have a chance. But I mean. What would you give up for that?
There's no point of him leaving if he goes to the Spurs because he's just gonna be second man to Kawhi because Kawhi is way better than him. I don't know. I don't know where he's trying to go.
In the league.
It's like another LeBron, Kyrie scenario right now.
And he's not. And Kyrie isn't like LeBron. LeBron at age 24 brought them to the NBA Finals with like a bag of peanuts, you know what I'm saying? Like, as his teammates, like
Kawhi did get to the finals at that age, but he had Tim Duncan, he had Manu Ginobili, he had Tony Parker that were still pretty serviceable.
Only person on the planet right now who could ever take like a team like that's complete trash to a final is LeBron. And if you leave LeBron, then how are you gonna take a team to the finals? You know, you're gonna have to face LeBron then in the end too, even if you stay in the East or in the West, you're not gonna win, right? Like.
Yeah. All right. Now. Do you want to go to a different?
And then
okay. Gordon Hayward.
That's a free agent. That's a free agent signing.
I'm talking about Paul George.
Mr.
So where do you think?
I didn't expect that either.
Where do you think OKC's gonna land, like in the playoffs, like seeding wise?
I think they'll be about 5th to 4th seed. Maybe third at most, but I don't know. It depends on how Paul George and Russell Westbrook gel.
Yeah, I was thinking 4th seed because their talent is not to par as what it was when Durant was there. Obviously, it's a little, it's a lot under actually. Paul George is nowhere close to Durant, but like
he's a very good player.
He's a very good player.
He's the poor man's Durant.
He's a poor man. He's a poor man's like Iguodala almost. Like, man, he's like an Iguodala.
I wouldn't go that far, but Paul George is a pretty damn good player. But
Paul George is good. Man, I'm hating on Paul George a lot, but like,
I can see that.
but like, yeah, no, I feel like Jimmy Butler's better than Paul George.
Yeah, no, the only reason I feel like this might
Paul
work
George
out
has got a
better.
3-point shot, a consistent one at that too. Jimmy doesn't really have.
Not in the playoffs, he didn't have a consistent one.
Yeah.
I think he's 5 for 35 in clutch shots.
The only reason I feel like this might
So
work
like that.
is because Paul George can be like the second best,
Yeah.
and Russell has to be the
He's
best.
gonna.
Whereas
Paul
for
George,
KD
yeah.
and Russ, they both had to be.
Paul
the
George
best.
alpha
can.
dogs,
Paul
yeah.
George can defer.
I don't
to
think.
someone.
I don't think.
That's
Paul George is
exactly
an
why.
alpha dog.
That's
Yeah.
exactly why I thought Paul George would work on the Cavs because he would defer to Kyrie and LeBron. He'd be
Yeah.
like, "Yo, all right, I'll be the third man,
Yeah.
right?"
I thought somehow they were gonna pull that off. to be
Yeah, no.
honest.
Yeah,
I'm
but
surprised
some-
Melo's
they
not out.
freaking-
I'm surprised Melo's not in Houston or in Cleveland right now.
Yeah.
They
It's
were-
taking a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why they freaking fired their GM on Cleveland. So dumb.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
just
man.
chaos in
Yeah,
Cleveland.
Cleveland.
Now they got Derrick Rose. Oh yeah, let's talk about Derrick Rose. Or what do you think?
Rose.
What do you think he's gonna add?
I thought he was gonna go to the Bucks. Honestly, I think that would have been a much
that
better
would've been-
fit. But I mean,
interesting over there.
he's got a chance to contend. Obviously, now that he's in Cleveland with LeBron.
Now, like,
But this is just a 1-year deal.
Yeah.
I don't think LeBron's staying in Cleveland.
Yeah.
I think most people think that, but I really don't think
I don't
he's
think
going
he's-
to.
No, I think he'll stay if Kyrie stays.
yeah, I think
If Kyrie
was
leaves,
there-
LeBron is done. He's
Yeah.
out. He is gonna go to LA. I don't know why he would go to LA.
The thing is, I mean, there's obviously some tension between
Yeah.
Kyrie and
Yeah.
LeBron, so I don't think that would happen regardless.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. Yeah, so I don't know why LeBron would want to go to LA though, because they're like 3 years from
Yeah, no,
developing
like
into
the
LA.
The only
there are a
reason-
couple of years maybe,
Yeah.
but LeBron would definitely speed up the process.
He would speed up
You
the
know.
price, but like
But-
you know, it wouldn't be like you can't compete against Golden State Warriors because who do you have? You have LeBron, Brandon Ingram's a baby, Lonzo Ball's a baby. You know, like they don't
Yeah.
got
You got Julius
have
Randle, Clarkson, but I mean,
all of them are too young. Right?
at this
They don't-
point, I don't think their ceiling's
they
gonna
don't
be too
have
high.
they don't have the numbers to even compare right now. Like if they played one like
Jordan Clarkson could be a starting point guard on a lot of teams, though.
Yeah.
That's one thing.
He's good. I like him.
I feel like he's underrated actually. Like,
I think he
they
is. Yeah,
put him
he's
off
good.
the bench last year. Like
He's good.
he's a really good off the bench, really like explosive player.
Yeah, I could see
Yeah.
him definitely winning a Sixth Man of the Year if he doesn't end up being a starting point guard somewhere.
Yeah, I feel like the Lakers still need a couple of years. The only reason I can see LeBron going there is just for business purposes.
You know what would
That
be
would be
crazy
the
if
only
LeBron
reason.
ended up going to the Spurs.
That'd be
That's-
Kawhi.
That's the
LeBron.
that's the only reasonable
Jesus
place
Christ.
I feel like LeBron could go.
I could honestly see it happening.
Right?
too.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of respect
But what
between
I
Greg
think-
Popovich and
Popovich-
LeBron.
But what
Yeah.
I think is like
No.
that NBA would block that trade
Really?
because
Or-
think about
well,
that.
what if it was a
think
free
about
agent?
But think about the East though.
Oh yeah, no, the East.
You know, remember
LeBron's
how
around.
they blocked Paul.
There's
Chris Paul's
the thing
Chris
about
Paul's
the thing
trade
about
to
that
Lakers?
is though, LeBron. But if LeBron does end up going to San Antonio or some other Western Conference team, he's a year older. I mean,
Yeah.
what is he going to be 35?
Yeah.
I mean, he's still going to be a top 3 player in
Yeah.
the league, but. I don't think it will tip the balance too much because you got some up and
No,
coming.
it definitely will.
No, it will, but
It definitely will.
there's teams that are up and coming in the East. So
Yeah.
like just think about it. With the Bucks, you got Giannis Antetokounmpo. I could see him being an MVP candidate maybe even next year.
Yeah.
You've got Boston. You've got two young studs in Jaylen Brown and what's his
Yeah.
name? The guy
Jason Tatum.
Jason
Yeah.
Tatum from Duke. Yeah, I mean he's a polished and refined player
Yeah.
already.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking that's even those guys. They're still like
You're way too
3
young.
years.
They
You
are
know,
young.
like
They
two
are
to
way
three,
too young.
2 to 3 seasons, and then they'll develop into like they'll start reaching their prime and they'll start putting up those numbers, like those big numbers.
Yeah, no. If
But like
LeBron goes to the West,
If he
they
goes-
have to change up the playoffs.
don't we see? Yeah, no, they